Most traders are wasting hours per day, day trading, swing trading, and still losing money. It doesn't make sense. Today, I'm going to show you a simple 5-minute morning routine to help you pick the perfect option so that you can stop struggling. You can stop being glued to your screen, and you can find a simple system that gives you your life back. Let's get into it. Because every day I wake up and I pick one of 5 tickers. And if they meet the thresholds I'm going to teach you in this video, I take a trade according to the system I'm going to show you. And this allows me to have this type of green that you're seeing right here. So let me show you the very first start of the morning check, the 5-minute routine. This is the market safety check. You don't want to be entering any trades unless you have ideal conditions in the market. So let's explain what those look like. The first thing is a high impact event. This is going to destroy any trade, any setup, and ruin it for you. This could be on your market watch economic calendar. It might be FOMC, it might be inflation reports, it might be jobless claims, or GDP. The thing is, some of these numbers don't matter, but in certain markets, it might be make or break. For example, in 2022, inflation was the biggest volatility driver every single week. Anytime a new inflation report came out, the markets went extremely high or extremely low. For that moment in time, inflation reports became the thing we had to watch out for and de-risk. But the thing is, it's not an issue today. So you have to understand that certain economic things are only issues in certain moments. And if they are, we're going to de-risk. We're going to not sell options, not buy options, not enter any trades around those high risk moments. But if we don't have anything big coming up, we will proceed to the next step, which is checking the actual markets. And this is where we just look at volume. I don't care about the market direction. I care about the people playing in the markets and how much effort is being put into that. And I also want to check the VIX. Those two things will dictate if it's a safe time or a risky time to take a trade. If any of these trigger, we won't take a trade. And all I want to do is I want to add volume on the daily chart. Anytime we're over the average, we don't take a trade. And anytime the VIX is spiking and we're over 20 and we're trending higher, we don't take a trade. And I want to show you how to apply this to your chart. If you go to TradingView and you type in for your indicators VOL, that would be volume. And once you add that, it's going to add it to the bottom if you click this one indicator here. It's the standard one. And once you add it, this should have a moving average and then volume bars every day or whatever time frame you're on. But we want to use the daily chart. The daily chart's the most important to dictate if the markets are safe to enter today. What I don't like to see, and this prepared us in April to stay out of the markets, but also to buy the bottom of the markets, what I don't like is volume spiking. Volume spiking is going to tell us that if we're buying options, we might get stopped out quick with the moves. And if we're selling options, we're going to blow past our short strike and get assigned usually. So this moment here, the last 7 days of the market here were not great. So a lot of volatility, but it's finally dying off or going back under the average. So a safety time here. But you could see the last bottom in the markets, we spiked on volume and then it fell off. That would dictate to me that the markets became safer to enter once we finally dropped volume. But I don't like to see increasing volume. I don't like to see it over the average. Those are two things I look at to make sure I'm putting on trades at the safest periods of time in the market. So that is something you need to check every single day, and you need to know the trend of it. You need to know if we're over the average, and if we are, we red flag that and we wait for conditions to clear, basically go back under the average, basically trending volume down. The other thing we have to check is VIX. If VIX is at 20 or 30, good luck option selling. It's not going to be fun. So once we have clear conditions, here's the next thing we're going to do is do a quick position check. Whenever you're selling options, you really want to make sure, number one, you focus on high IV. For example, we've already vetted 20 of the top stocks to sell options on that give us a chance to succeed without taking too much extra risk, because high IV allows you to sell further away. For example, on Chipotle Money, one of the softwares we give our students, NFLU is Netflix. And if I click this trades button, I can see that the recommended trade has a, percent to break even around 6%. That means you can sell 6% away and not get assigned. The next trade, AMDL, is 17%. The only reason this is so far away is because the IV is typically over 50% for most of the options we sell. If we're ever under 50%, we would never use that ticker because it's a waste of your money, it's a waste of your time, and it's adding unnecessary risk because you're going to get assigned too early. You're going to do covered calls and lose your stock too early. It's a cycle that never ends of pain. So once the IV becomes over 50, you're good to go. But these are 3 tickers I think are the best starting places for option selling because they are ETFs that hold 50 to 100 stocks and they've been trending up for years typically. And they have high IV, they have quality names, and all you want to do is focus on those. If you're somebody that needs to scan and search for a new ticker every week, the markets aren't for you. The markets aren't supposed to be sexy. It's not supposed to be an app where you're dating and looking for the newest hot thing every week. No, you're looking to marry something and settle down with that stock for years. I can tell you in the coaching program, we've sold Soxal puts over and over and over and over and over and over again. That is our bread and butter. Just in the last month, we've hit Soxal twice, and you can see we've been selling Soxal a bunch before that. So you want to find a ticker you can marry, you can keep using in the markets again and again. So once you have your core 3, which you can steal mine, you can search for your own, I don't care. The thing is, you don't want to enter unless you have a perfect condition. And to me, a perfect condition, just easy enough, is the stock down more than the other ones, at least. So today in the markets, let's check Chipotle Money. And let's sort by daily change. This is the stocks with the most pain and the most pleasure. We want to go with most pain. The reason why is because once you go on a down day, you're typically going to get a green day because the markets trend up over time. So for example, AMDL is down almost 2%. And if we sold a put today, it's higher likelihood chance it bounces higher over Amazon. Amazon's up today. So a continuation on a green day to another green day is typically lower. And it's also harder to make money doing that because you're going to get trapped more. You're going to have your money tied up longer if you get caught in the downtrend out of nowhere because you've been chasing green candles. The biggest mistake everybody makes in the market as a beginner is they always chase hot, sexy, and fun. Again, that's a new ticker every week. That's chasing a stock that's having a good day. That's chasing something that's been up for the last 3 months. We do the opposite. I'm looking for things that are down over the last couple weeks, but I want to really look for a negative 5% down day. And so this is the most important thing. This is because it doesn't happen often, maybe twice or 3 times a week on one of these 3 tickers. So these tickers up here, they will only gift you a perfect entry maybe twice a week. So be as patient as possible. Deploy your money when you have that perfect negative 5% down day. And if you're somebody that needs to put some money in today, needs to deploy cash, I get it. Some positions you need to force in. So that's fine doing even a flat day, even doing a negative 1% down day. We can see Netflix is flat today. That's cool. Why not? AMDL's negative 2. That's cool. Why not? But if you see something at negative 5, you always pull the trigger on that. You always try to get more aggressive there. Step number 5 is, which option do we sell? This is the most important framework that I teach. You want to go 30 days out and you want to sell a 5% returner. This allows you to generate, you guessed it, 5 or 10% in a month. Well, Matt, how do you generate 10% off a 5% trade? Well, that's insane. And that's possible given what we've done in the last couple years. Basically churn profits with trades within days. So for example, Soxel, that one churned 2% in a couple days. 2% in like 3 days allows you to have 2 to 3 more trades that month. So we're looking at a chance to make another 2, another 2, another 2, another 2, and eventually could add up to 8% if you get the right amount of trades in. So the 5% opportunity is a game changer. And what I typically do, for example, AMDL, this is something Chipotle Money will pick out for the students, but the 24-day expiration, close enough. This is around 5%. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We have our strike, we have our percent return, we have our DTEs. That's how it's done. So once we have our trade, simple enough, we go and enter it. So the 5% return, if you want to calculate it, again, it's you multiply the strike price times 5. So if the strike price is 50 times 5 is 250, that's the target premium. And if that's not the right premium, you go lower or higher. I'll show you really quick how to do it on option strat. Here's 30 days out. Here's your strike, 43 at the money. Times 5 is like $200. So this credits 4. That's too much money. That's 10% return. 40 times 5 is 200. That's 290. That's 8% return. 35 times 5 is 170. That's too little. That's 130. So we're going to have to be right around 37 to make our 5% return, right? Easy peasy. That's our 5% 30-day out option. We sell that thing. And the beauty is, I don't want you guys to do anything after. Make your lives easier. Go live your life. You don't need to stare at the screen. You can set your profit, close the app, walk away. For example, if you want to make half of the premium, if you get in at 250, you want to collect 125. You can also set an alert if that price hits, exit around that area if the alert comes out, or just auto exit from a profit order. So set the order, set the profit, and then manage closer to expiration. You're either going to get assigned, you're going to make the money, you're going to roll it, you're going to take the loss. But if you take the loss, that's a rookie move. That means you really didn't understand the risk, the position size, and the wheel, because you're meant to get assigned. You're meant to own the stock. And if you're nervous, if you can never own it, taking those losses is going to make sure you don't be profitable with this system long term. So if you guys want to stop struggling, if you want most of this framework in an easy to digest format with weekly calls, weekly trades, the software to help you pick options, the education to get you further, click the link below, fill out an application. Coaching is the path to success in 2026 if you're tired of struggling. So we've been coaching people for years and years, and we have the tools to get you there faster. So if you hate the slow route, if you hate watching YouTube videos and still not understanding what to do next, join us. We'd love to have you. And I'll link a video to the right of me on the last option selling pro hack we taught for longer dated options. You don't want to miss that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.